All right, a very good day to all our viewers here today. My name is Cavan, and over here with me is Abhay, the IT expert at AddOn Systems.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, so today's topic will be very interesting for many of you guys, which we'll be talking about our service called HaaS, and we'll be talking about how this service in particular is able to help your business. Okay, so without further ado, we'll be sharing first about what exactly is HaaS. Okay, so in your definition, Abhay, what is HaaS?
Okay, basically, HAS stands for hardware as a service, or you can also call it like infra as a service.
Okay.
Basically, this is sorry, more like a subscription-based model, which everyone is aware of.
Mm-hmm.
This is like we provide them the require infra to host their applications or database or whatever they want to host
Mm-hmm.
in the data center. So in a way that they don't need to purchase any hardware like servers or other things in their own office. Okay, so it is more for operation based model where compared to a capital expenditure model where you will need to buy a server
Mm-hmm.
to install your application. Instead of that, you can just subscribe this as a service and can pay monthly subscription. So and this is very good in the way that you can quickly enhance, means you can increase it. Like suppose now you are using like lower end configurations, and suddenly you want to increase the configuration of your servers. So it's very fast. You can just do it on the click of time. Compared to a physical server where you will need to order the parts, the server, the RAM, memory, everything. Then only you can upgrade. But this is, you can just tell AddOn, then they can do it immediately for you, and there will be naturally some price adjustment to that, but it will not stop your operations or your things. It is very fast. So that is a big advantage in sense of having this kind of services.
Yeah. So in one word, I think what we will say is it's very flexible, correct?
Yeah.
So I believe for this service as well, I think it's all about making sure this can be personalized to the business need, correct? So it's a very tailored solution for many.
Yeah, because we have catered it for all our customers who are interested in understanding more, because it is more tailor-made, because compared to people like other companies which provide same solutions, they don't provide the customized solutions for their own customers. We do from end to end for our customer.
I see.
From the time we provision the hardware, from the time we provision the VM, right, we will help customer to onboard, make sure that the applications have been installed, make sure the testing has been done, and we make sure that the application has been working till the end. And we also provide additional services like backups, VPNs, connectivity for securely accessing the servers, as well as endpoint solutions. So in a way, we try to give a very secure platform for the end users to access their application.
Okay, yes, that's a very in-depth explanation about what exactly HaaS can do. Okay, so I believe perhaps for this solution piece itself, it's more towards companies whereby they are facing problems such as you mentioned, they are moving from a capex model to an opex model, correct? Yeah. So usually, why does companies want to do this move in this case?
No, because if you look at the new startups, right, naturally they don't have that kind of power to invest on IT upfront, because they need to focus more on their business. Okay, so naturally they need to come out. They need to invest where they don't need to put a very big amount of money. They can go with a subscription based model which is provided by HaaS, where you only pay a minimum amount monthly, and then you can invest your actual money on your business instead of in the IT. Okay, and then once you grow up from there, then you can see how you want to manage or enhance your HaaS solutions or put additional services to the HaaS solution. But with doing all this, you save on your office premise space, power, electricity and power, the maintenance which we need to do for the servers, etc., and the security which you need to put for the servers. So all those things you save. We only pay for the subscription, which is bare minimum compared to what you will need to spend if you host a server in your own office.
So to a company, they are able to keep their monthly expenditure lower.
Yeah.
In this case.
Yes.
All right. So it's also for companies that maybe they don't have a IT department,
Yeah.
or they don't have the expertise in the area, correct?
Yeah, it's basically the new companies, they don't have IT people, so naturally they will need to look at people like us who can provide them the correct solutions.
Okay. So other than that, I will also think there will be companies that has data security concerns,
Yeah.
as well as making sure that their operation is efficient, correct?
Yeah, because nowadays naturally the security is one of the big concern currently. So naturally when we provide this solution as HaaS, right, we also make sure that we have implemented the correct securities into it. So naturally there are few things which we always do is we have a high-end endpoint solution which we have put in each of the servers. We are implementing like firewalls. We do policy management, who can monitor the traffic which is coming in and going out, as well as we use like things like secure VPNs for the end users to access the servers. So these are some of the things which we have implemented in our solution, as well as we do like every time we do like patch management and vulnerability assessment to see if there are any new vulnerabilities coming up into the system, so we can fix it once it is there. So this is all about the data security which we are concerned as well to make sure that nothing happens to the customer data.
We do have a very thorough process whenever we are onboarding a new customer, correct?
Yeah.
So whenever we are talking to anybody, we will make sure that we are exactly understanding what is their business needs first, right?
Yes.
So in this case itself, is there perhaps like a case study that you can share how we successfully implemented this for them, and how this managed to make their company be even more streamlined and have better success?
Okay, there are few to discuss with. We can come out with a few case studies basically. Okay, we have a customer who is more into properties and hospitality industry basically. So previously they have a rack full of servers, like they have like 4-5 servers, doing VMware solutions, doing Active Directory, Sage accounting and file sharing and all those kinds of things. They also had a backup, so basically they have a full rack of servers which with the servers. So we suggested them this solution of HaaS, and they agreed to whatever solutions we have given them, and then we plan to move all those servers into the HaaS solution. And once it was been agreed upon, then we managed to move all the VMs from their office to our data center, and it was done within like 2 days. And then all those servers which were there in the office were really decommissioned and sold off. So first of all, they save on the rack space, the amount of power or utilization for the electricity they save on that, as well as the maintenance costs, which was quite high to maintain all those high-end servers. So they save on all those costing, and then now they only focus more on the business instead of thinking about the IT, because the IT part has been taken care by the HaaS, which has been managed by AddOn Systems. In that way, they can save on the capital expenditure, and they can just pay a monthly subscription, which save them a lot more amount of money, so they can invest the remaining money in their business instead of into IT. And they are quite happy after that. When we do the migration, everything seems to be good for them, and they were able to work as expected and as given the solution provided.
Understand. That's good. So previously, before we implemented this solution piece for them, they already had their own IT infrastructure, correct?
Yes, they have a lot of servers in their office.
And there was a IT team that was managing it as well.
Yeah, they have IT engineer. We used to manage all those things, and at the same time, we also supported them as a managed service customer.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's really a whole suite solution that we are passing to them.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. So in the end, currently right now, this particular customer, how are we supporting them after the whole onboarding process is implemented?
Basically, now all the servers which are in the HaaS cloud, which we take care of, so we are managing the servers. Anything to do with the server, we are monitoring it 24/7. So any problem or any new updates, we will update it. And on the end user side, we still have a contract with them, which we support the end users. Okay, so the contract doesn't much change much. It's just that a part of the part of the solution is moved to our side, the HaaS. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, okay. So I believe this is just one of the many case studies that you can share. Yeah, because I believe the HaaS solution not only caters to one particular customer segment, but rather can be quite diverse as well.
Yeah, basically, if you look at the HaaS solution, right, it can be catered for many things. Basically, you can host your applications, you can host your database, you can use it as a storage, or even you can use it as a DR site. Okay, so there are many solutions based on HaaS. It depends on how the customer wants to look at it, and then we can cater those kind of solution for the customers.
Okay. So let's say, for example, to a SME that has just started, maybe 1-2 years, correct? How would they know that they would need this kind of solution for themselves? Because at the start, they'll be focusing on their business, right?
Yeah, this kind of solution, when a SMB does a startup, right, there may be any applications which they may be using, like an ERP application or the accounting application or any other application, which they want to use it. But for that application, they will need to buy a server. Instead of that, they can go to this kind of model where we can provide them the VMs or the hardware in a way for them to install their application, and then they can use it over the internet or using a VPN connectivity. So it all depends on what the customer wants to use, whether they got any application or they want to host a website, or they are, that's it.
So presuming right now, let's say if a company does not still have the capacity to take on such a piece, right? What are some of the risks would they be exposed to?
Basically, if you are hosting a solution in your office, you need to have a proper network. It must be secure. You must have like firewalls. You must have proper endpoint protection, antivirus onto your systems. Okay, because nowadays it's very common to have an attack, if ransomware attack or any kind of attack, malware attack. If your network is not secure, it doesn't matter whether you are a big company or small company. The attackers nowadays can attack anyone. Okay, so it will increase the maintenance costs at your end if you are hosting your own servers and other things. So instead of that, hosting at your office, is better to host at HaaS, which is managed by AddOn, and it will be taken care by AddOn in case there are any issues or anything like that. So you are free of your IT challenges, and you can focus more on your business instead of thinking about the IT matters.
Understand. So if you may, what are some tips you could share? Let's say, or rather, good practices. Let's say if they are not ready to take the first step yet, what kind of measures can we put in place so that these are things that can be prevented?
Measures is, as I told you before, right? You must have a proper network. Otherwise, if you have an open network, you must have your end users to be trained for cybersecurity. For example, how they access their mails. How good are they? On understanding what is what mail is a phishing mail or what is a legitimate mail. So all those things we need to cater for. So everything is about cyber security. You must have a proper cyber security training with the end users. You must have a proper network layout. You must have controls based on who can access what. It cannot be like very open that everyone can access everything. So that's the chance of getting attacked very fast. So that's some of the things which I can think of.
Okay, Ken. So thank you for sharing, Abhay. I think definitely is quite a good insights from your experience so far and servicing all our customers so far. Okay, so I think to conclude this session, I really think the main question would be, how can HaaS empower SMEs, correct? Because I think it's always very scary, perhaps, for companies that have not stepped into this area before, correct? So for ourselves right now, usually what we will do is always to do a call with them and just understand first what exactly is their issue, right? That one FOC, right? That one.
Yeah. Means normally when we engage a customer for this kind of solution, right, we will always try to understand what are the pain points he's facing. So we will go down, meet up with the customer and understand the environment and the scenario, what he wants to achieve at the end of the day. So based on that, we will come out with a proper solution and proper sizing of the HaaS. So we don't want to go like, when we start the solution, we can start it at a very low price or low cost with a low configuration. But if your requirements increase, we can increase the configuration, and so it's very easy for the customer to understand this part, because he doesn't need to invest a lot when he start up. It's gradually increase, so it's easy for him to do that part.
So in one word, it's very flexible.
Yeah, it's very flexible.
It is for anybody.
Yeah, it's for anybody.
Really for anybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in today. Okay, so we have shared about HaaS today, about the services. Okay, so for all those people that feels that they want to reach out to us, okay, don't hesitate. Okay, you can just drop us a call, or you can just write into our email, and we will reach out to you shortly. Okay, so if there's anything else that you'd like for us to be sharing more about in the near future, do share in the comment section, or just let us know what you think, so that we can also make sure that we share the information that is relevant to yourself. Okay, so with that, thank you so much for your time. Thank you, Abhay.
Thanks.
And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.